Good morning, my fellow TIs. It's Sunday, and it's like a little bit after 7 a.m. Okay. I posted a video of the inside of my bed. Well, kind of. It's like my bed is see-through and shit. You put a fucking flashlight to it, and if you look real carefully, shit, like little shit is like slowly, really slowly, but it moves around. It moves when you're looking at it. I mean, I set the video down because the phone down because, I shake. So my hands can't be trusted. And sure enough, we talked about the antenna effect and how the coils were really fucked up. My smashed in's fine. And they moved from underneath me. Okay, so, I looked up on the internet and stuff like that. Not only can the antenna affect, but, on Google and shit, they encouraged you to put a flashlight to your bed. And said that, bed bugs could be living in there. I don't understand how bed bugs could be living in there and me not have caught them, So, of course, things contradict themselves. But I don't look like a freaking weirdo, putting a flashlight to my bed and fucking watching shit inside of it move. That's like a normal reaction, believe it or not. Okay. So, I slept on the bed frame last night. I don't know how I did it, but I got that bed. You see it? It's standing up against there. And again, I'm sleeping on the bed frame. But unlike all the other times, it was better than sleeping on the mattress. Can you believe that? But, so, this mattress is going out the window like Chris Brown. And, also, I woke up this morning, I don't know what time it was, but I woke up and it was completely dark. And, I moved things around, so, I can't, tell where things are in the dark. And I told you about having no electricity plug-ins except for 2 in here, and you can't depend on them because I don't have control of them. Sometimes they'll work right, sometimes they won't. I'm not the one that controls the air in here and the electricity amounts and the water and shit like that. But, I woke up and I had to go pee so bad, and I couldn't find, I didn't know which side I was sleeping on because I moved stuff around. And I didn't know where the bathroom was. So I seen a light. Oh, wait a minute, that's what I wanted to tell you. I've talked on here, I've talked on, a couple of these videos about the green lights and about like AR, augmented reality and VR and shit. I don't know much about that crap, but yeah, I figured out some stuff, and that was a while ago. But when you don't know something, you don't know exactly. You get me? So yeah, last night I came back from the store and it was dark in here. Mind you, I have a couple plugs that work. So I was trying to get, between that mattress to get the microwave to work. No, it worked, but to be able to push the right buttons. And, well, anyways, it was dark, really dark. And all of a sudden the microwave light came on. And I looked up, and shit. You see where that fan is, like the vent fan that's supposed to work but never has. You see that wall right there? And I seen people. And I wasn't surprised because I've seen people before, you know. But I seen people, and one of them had like a big, you know, what would probably be, I think, like one of those video game big old huge guns. You know, I don't know what the fuck it was. And I said, you know, and there was a couple more people, and I said to the guy, you know, because I recognized his eyes, I said, I see you. And he kept, like, fiddling with his big-ass gun or whatever the fuck that was, and ignored me. And then he looked up, and I locked eyes with him. I know those eyes. And I said, no, I can really see you. And boom, that part of the wall just went dark. And it all disappeared. You know, I don't know much about AR and VR, but that was definitely it. You know, they were playing some kind of interactive game or some kind of crap. I don't know what the fuck it was. But I'm pretty sure that was a younger friend of mine, a neighbor that lives down the street. I'm pretty freaking sure. But, you know, messengers and stuff like that, yeah. But we don't blindly believe everything that anybody tells us. Because people aren't going to tell us the truth. You get what I'm saying? And people think that I'm still mentally deemed mentally defective. And I'm not. You know, I mean, people that have bipolar or, you know, depression was the same thing, just a different type, you know, or OCD or anxiety. They're not nuts. But if you're deemed schizophrenic, you know, you're questionable. But I'm no longer deemed schizophrenic. Skirt! You know, you can back up the car and fucking kick that one out of the window because I never was schizophrenic. And because it runs in my genes, I believed it. You know, at first I questioned, you know, because I used to take my cousin Nikki, you know, out to go eat when I was, like, really young. I had a car at a young age. And he'd be like, you know, talking. I'm like, Nikki, who are you talking to? Because I wanted to know more about the illness. And he'd say, oh, I'm talking to the voices in my head. They don't stop. Well, when I started hearing voices, I weren't hearing them in my fucking head. I was hearing them come from places of electricity. Like, you know, when I'd have the TV on, I'd hear voices in the background that did not belong on that show. Or under the motor of the fucking refrigerator. You know, shit like that. So, you know, I'd be like, are you sure that I'm schizophrenic? I know it runs in my family. But, yeah. And now, you know, people that they've labeled schizophrenic, it turns out they're not really schizophrenic. I started suspecting that when I'd take the meds and fucking just, like, go nuts and shuffle back and forth like a J-cat, or fucking lose my hair, or just be stuck on fucking stupid, not being able to stay lucid. And I always didn't take the tranquilizers. You know, I took Geodon, all my hair fell out. I got so much worse. But, no, you know, this is public information now. You know, even Targeted Individual, you know, he used to hear voices under his fucking motor. When I heard that, I was like, No. 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 So there's some people that it's too late for them. Well, it's never too late. Because they've been deemed schizophrenic. But some people, thank God, it's not too late for. You know, that gives me a whole different level of, what do you call it? Not believability, but, fuck, I can't think of the word. You know, but since the accident, when I was upset, you know, I mean, maybe once in a while, I don't know. But I don't rant and rave and go 1,000,000 miles an hour and just sound nuts. But I know what I'm talking about. Since the accident, I've learned to, well, you know, I've changed. So I come at things a whole different way. You know, somebody don't believe me, fuck them. I know what's real and what's not. What the fuck? You know, if they don't understand, either they're in on it, they know about it, or they just don't give a fuck about me or it. You get me? And it is what it is. Who gives a rat's ass? But, yeah, I guess that's what they call augmented reality. You know, but it disappeared. I mean, I guess the guy didn't believe that fucking I could see him. You know, and just ignored the fuck out of me until he seen I was looking right into his eyes. And I repeated it. Yeah, I'm not going to let what other people tell me dictate what I believe. You know, when you watch the news, do you just accept what they tell you? Or do you question things? Because some people just lie because they've been lied to and they believe it. You know, we need to unfuck this world. And the only way we can unfuck this world is by unfucking ourselves and our conditioning. You know, how we've been programmed. We've been fed lies. You know, these aren't fucking conspiracies. A lot of these are conspiracy facts now. Conspiracy facts? No. It's, they've conspired to keep the truth from us. And the truth is out there. You know, do you want to believe everything that's been handed to you? The lies? Just because it's convenient? Just because it's easier to believe something you've always believed? Because that was what you were taught. That was what you were handed as a child. That was what you were programmed to believe and tell others. Yeah. You know, and then you hand it to your kids. And they believe it. And the educational system hands it to your kids and pounds it into them. And it has to be there because they have to ace this test on it. You know, we're just finding out that a lot of shit was false. And some stuff is still in the process. You got your things that show you that it really happened. And you got your things that showed you the facts that it didn't, or it happened a different way. It's up to you. You know, go in there with an unbiased head. When you do research the stuff that leans towards the stuff that you believed and that you were programmed to believe. And also research what proves that it's a fucking, a whole different thing. Or that what you were taught is a lie. And you weigh it out. And you gotta dig deep because shit disappears. It disappears. It might reappear a year later. Yeah. You have to question everything. Everything. It's kind of like your kids. You know what they're capable of, but they're your kids and you want to believe them. And they're so cute when they're young. You get me? So you pretend you believe them. But you know damn well what they're capable of. And later, it might turn out to be something else. And sometimes it does. So you were right in keeping that part of you alive, saying, no. But, yeah, this morning I woke up. I didn't know where, I was. I'm not talking about where I was. I'm always here. I am not a whore. But, yeah, the room rearranged and shit and all this crap. And, I didn't know where I was. So, and now with the shock and the burning, now I have permanent neuropathy and shit. So my hands are all swollen. Wait, they look like fucking, well, right there, they look really long. Hi. But, they're like short and stumpy right now. I'm fucking hurt. And my feet are huge and it's affected my legs. And I can't even clip my own nails, my own toenails, because I can't bend that way. But, well, anyways, oh, God, I'm thirsty. Oh, my butt hurts. I'm on nothing but wood. Ooh. Hold on. Oh, bitch. Oops, I farted. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm trying. Ooh. Oh, gosh. Mother suck. Okay, hold on. I have to take a drink. I get so thirsty. Sorry. That is the water that you put the flavoring in. That's not sugar. Well, anyways. So all I could see is a little light from the edge of the door. And I have to go pee so bad. I'm like rocking back and forth on this wood, hoping it'll close me up for a few seconds. And just plug it up. It's not like I can tie it in a knot, And so I'm moving towards the light, my body's so sensitive now, just walking, if I walk into a pencil or a paperclip, if I step on something light, like fucking, yeah, it fucking hurts me so bad. And, yeah, I piss on myself. I pooed on myself. Yeah, I couldn't find the bathroom. I couldn't find a light. Nothing. So, here I am. Yeah. But, see, when I post shit that looks strange, us as targeted individuals, we know that we run into the weirdest shit and shit that you wouldn't believe. And stuff that they know about that we don't even know about and we shouldn't have to know about. Our life shouldn't be bombarded with this crap because we don't know about it And, you know, we were happy in our own little worlds until they put this on us. You get me? I was happy in my own little world. I mean, as far as like technology, I didn't give a fuck about it. You know, and I shouldn't have had to learn or find out about the things that I know now. I might not know them like they know them. But I shouldn't have had to. That got pushed on me. You know, they rape our fucking lives. They rape our lives every chance they get. Whether it's sleep, whether it's pain and electronic harassment, whether it's taking over your phone. They rape our fucking lives. You know, these gang stalkers, the neighbor gang stalkers, fucking everybody that interferes with our life and sticks their nose up our ass, and we're not out there, you know, trying to show everybody our personal lives. You know, they're raping us every chance they get. They're raping our things, our private life, our rights. Our rights get raped over and over. Yeah. It might not be sexual, but it's fucking rape. It's rape. Rape, rape, rape. Rape is when you don't consent to something and it's forced upon you. They force everything on us. They're rapists. It's true. But you know what? It's okay, because things are getting there. They're getting there, and God gives us the information He wants us to know when He wants us to know it. Even if it's in little pieces and shit and you got half of it wrong. Eventually, it ends up right. But you don't want to let everybody know. You know, how many eggs you have in your basket or what your next hand is. Do you get me? Sometimes you gotta fake them out too. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny when you say something and they spread it. And you listen to it. Yeah, it is. Once in a while, you gotta throw a wrench, you know, in the cogs. Throw salt in their game. Once in a while, you just have to sit on your hands and do nothing. And that's most of the time. Until the moment's right. And that might not be for a while. Until you think it's right and everybody's saying, it's right, it's right. Everything is telling you it's the right time. But you know it's not. Everything's pointing towards, yeah, you have a